Hey, ¿qué onda? Maestri is back. Today's recipe is a request by Yuri Orozco. Espero que te guste. Gracias por el apoyo. For some unknown reason, here in Mexico, we like to use diminutives and change the words. This recipe should be called huevos con chile or huevos enchilados, but we fondly call it huevito con chile. Let's call it in English, eggs with chili. Today's story is about my mother-in-law, Soko. This is her original recipe, but I started using it in 2012, more or less. I will leave the list of the ingredients in the description box here below. Lávense las manitas because it's time to start. Step 1. Roast the tomatoes and chili. Chop the onion. Take the tomatoes and chili to your stove. You can use a grill, a pan, or a comal. Leave the tomatoes and chili on the fire. Meanwhile, finely chop the onion. Move the tomatoes and chili eventually to avoid them to get burnt. My kid loves to have me chop using this wonderful kitchen tool that makes the task easier and with no tears. But you can also do it the old school way with a board and a knife. Leave the tomatoes and chili cooling down while you continue with the preparation. Step 2. Fry the onion. Use a pot to fry the fine chopped onion on it. Soko's original recipe is prepared with vegetable oil, but you can also use butter or any other type of vegetable or animal fat to fry. 2 sprays of palm will be enough, for example. Step 3. Beat the eggs. Once the onion is completely fried, mix it with the eggs and beat with a fork or a balloon whisk. Remember to break each of the eggs first in a cup or a small container, because sometimes the eggs can be rotten and you won't want to spoil all the eggs and waste them. When you finish adding all the eggs and onion to the bowl, it's time to season with salt and your favorite species, which is optional. Soko usually adds here the onion raw, but I like it more with the onion previously fried. You should do it as you like best, because some people don't like fried onion. Another way to add a more accented taste is to use garlic instead of the onion. Step 4. Scramble the eggs. Add the beaten eggs to the pot where you fry the onion, and start stirring gently and slowly until you get the usual scrambled eggs. Remember to do this at a low or medium heat, otherwise the eggs could get burned. Soko had 9 children, 8 boys and 1 daughter. This was a usual recipe she prepared for breakfast or dinner, because it is easy and quickly to prepare, and for its delicious taste. Imagine having 9 kids to feed! Today by day, we are missing one of them, Ricardo. Rest in peace, we miss you and the way you used to enjoy this delicious huevito. Step 5. The sauce. Peel the tomatoes. I usually do it with clams, in case that the tomatoes are still hot, and to avoid leaving the tomato on my fingers, but you can do it with your naked hands. Put the tomatoes and chili in a blender, together with some oregano and a little bit of salt. Add some garlic too. Be aware that you already added some salt to the eggs, so just be careful with the amount of sodium that you eat. And please, don't be salty. Add water just to cover the tomatoes, about a half cup. Blend for some seconds. In this case, you can also use a molcajete or a food processor. The idea is just to get a sauce with the consistency that you'd prefer. Step 6. Your sazon. Add the sauce to the scrambled eggs. Move gently to incorporate the sauce and the eggs together. Test it and rectify the salt if needed. Add water if the sauce is salty. Add salt if it lacks taste. Also, if the sauce is too thick, you can add more water until getting the desired consistency. Usually, Soko adds here some cubed or powdered chicken broth, 1 cube, or a tablespoon of butter. I don't do that, because I don't like the salty taste that the artificial chicken broth gives to the food. It's your choice, depending on how you like it. Leave the pot on the stove until boiling. After boiling for about 2 minutes, you will see that the sauce changes its color and smells the cooked tomatoes. There, your huevito con chile is ready. Finally, serve it. Remove the pot from the fire, serve, and enjoy with tortillas. My husband likes to accompany this food with avocado. In our family, we add avocado to almost everything. Here's the final result. Buen provecho. But what about a culinary hack? I already gave you more than one in this case. One of them is frying the onion instead of adding it raw at the moment of beating the eggs. Second, to change the vegetable oil for butter. Third, replace the onion with garlic. Fourth, add some chicken broth. This recipe can be very dynamic and it's a classic. Which Mexican kid did not grow up eating huevitos con salsa? Whether prepared with chili or without it, it's delicious. That's it. You already know it. Give this video a thumbs up or down. Subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell. Or not. Gracias, amigos. De rato.